nearly almost lying.
The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia.
Football. Both teams are teams who like to showcase good football. There's going to be a lot of midfield action, for sure. We'll see ball circulation, and I expect that we'll get a very exciting game, and of course, an interesting one.
Well, you always expect a lot from El-Wak, but the moment you ask the question, you can really picture all the things, and then brings up the salient point as far as the match itself is concerned. Not too much to separate these two sides, but let's look forward as you'll be hitting on your screen any moment. The fixtures as far as the run of 64 is concerned in the MTN FA Cup, being run across the length and breadth of the country, this weekend. And, the big one we're having here, Inter Allies Liberty Professional. So there's Asokwa Deportivo versus Ashanti Gold. And 11 Wanderers, Aegean Stars. Well, this is a big one. Real Tamale United, RTU versus Bolga All Stars. And there's also All Stars Zako also in action. And there's Bechem United and Young Apostles. Wow, okay. And there's also Hearts of Lions, former Premier League campaigners versus Nakma FC. And, well, I'm interested in this one. Dolphins FC and also Samatex. That's Emmanuel FC and Temayut. Wow. Loving this one too. Yeah. And former Premier League campaigners Amidaos FC and Bechem. All right. Vision FC, also right there on your screen. And of course, we have Inter Allies Liberty Professionals, our feature game for this Saturday. Okay, and then Wafa will also be going away, in this run of fixtures on your screen. Wow, so there's that also clash, big one, Windy Professionals versus Uni Stars, all in the same regions. All right, so these are, the fixtures to look forward to as far as the MTN FA Cup is concerned this Saturday. Of course, there'll be others, on Sunday and in the days, coming. So clearly, Coach, it's spread across. I want to go up north to look at Real Tamale United, coming against Boga All Stars. I wonder how things will be like, between these two sides.
Well, that would have been an interesting game to watch. It's unfortunate that we are here.
Yeah,
but I must say, it's more or less like a derby. I will not call it a local derby, but it's more or less a derby because these are two teams coming from the same region. They know themselves very well. They understand themselves very, very well. So, of course, Bolga All Stars, we want to show that, of course, we are also big boys coming from the upper region, even though both of them are from the northern sector. And Real United we also want to show that, hey, we are the senior ones. We have been there before. We have seen it before. And, of course, you will fall to us. But I think it's going to be a very interesting game. But for me, what makes it more exciting is the competitive nature that is going to come across so far as this particular encounter is concerned.
I don't know if viewers saw that. The ball just came through his legs. The players just trying to run routes over us already. So let's look at some of the top performance sides as far as the MTN FA Cup is concerned, and we'll show you highlights of some of the top performance sides. All right, so there's Accra Hearts of Oak, obviously. There's Kumasi Asante Kotoko. There's Real Republicans, no more. Accra Great Olympics, the Dade Boys. Midiema SC, Okwawu United. There's Ashanti Gold. And obviously, there'll be Nane FC at some point in time. I remember, when the FA Cup campaign was rekindled and brought back to life. There's Dwarves also, you know, in that picture. Looking forward to that game with the Elmina Sharks this weekend. Big Central Region derby. And there's Azakes, you know, there's Bechem United, more recent times won it. There's New Ejubiasi, and there's, of course, Nania FC, Abedipele's side. And so these are some of the top performing sides. There's always a mixture. So there's a bit of experience coming from the Kotokos, the Hasselhoff, the Dwarfs, but then some other smaller ones, so-called smaller ones, can always spring that surprise.
It has happened, and I think it can happen again. But for me, what excites me, it's the opportunity given to these younger teams to also compete. You know, it gives the experience to the players themselves to showcase specifics, what they can also do, and also have the experience with the so-called senior teams or senior players. It also motivates them. It tells them that, listen, we can also get to that level. So the opportunity given us, let us take it. And that's why I'm so excited about this FA Cup competition. Yeah. It brings about the beauty in the game and, of course, widens the scope so far as performance is concerned. So I think it's a wonderful approach. Let us keep, encouraging this particular competition. And I believe that in the near future, of course, you see the smaller, supposed or so-called smaller teams,
yeah,
you know, coming up to also show that what the bigger boys can do, they can do better.
We're always looking forward to that giant-killing feat, and you know, at this stage, we want to just recap some of the matches that have been played so far in the preliminary round, and some of the names are really interesting. So we have, you know, True Democracy is the name of a club versus Zayn FC. Let's get to the highlights of that game. There you saw the highlight, true democracy, winning, 6-5 on penalty shooter. I had to go all the way. Our broadcast of the MTN FA Cup brought to you by Star Times. They are the official broadcaster of the Ghana Premier League and also doing it for the FA Cup. And we're so glad that we're here today to bring in the live proceedings as far as Inter-Allies Liberty Professionals is concerned. Now, the game certainly has a lot of great following, and we've been joined by a coach, and also a colleague here at GTV doing the analysis today. Christopher Nimley has just joined us on the set today. Chris, most welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
What are your thoughts? You've been here for quite a while now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Without a doubt, the lineup put up by the two coaches clearly points to the fact that they really do mean business, especially if you look at what Liberty themselves have done in terms of the personnel on the pitch. Is like they've taken the FA Cup very, very serious, because they themselves are aware that there's no chance of winning the league, and I'm a bit surprised, because I thought that they would have followed the norm worldwide, where coaches would be looking at those French players and giving them the opportunity to at least have a run of competitive football that they usually don't get in the league. Try to look at them and try to balance the team a bit with those guys who normally do not play with those who play. But it seems Liberty have other ideas. They really want to make a statement. Maybe it is because of the opposition they are playing, because don't forget, this is one of the very few Premier League fixtures that we have in the FA Cup. So maybe knowing very well the sort of opposition Inter-Allies are likely to pose, especially here at the El-Wak Sports Stadium. I think the intentions of the coach couldn't have been clearer. That yes, I respect my opponent, so I need to present a very strong, formidable lineup. I'm
going to ask you, because since both of you are coaches, the issues, as far as Prince Owusu is concerned, but we also want to, give you a sneak preview as far as this area is concerned. El-Wak, already we spoke about the miracle of El-Wak. It's something that still runs through the heads of Mufulira Wanderers in Zambia. It was a horror day for them and a great day for Mohamed Polo. So just giving you a screenshot as far as this area is concerned. The Kotoka International Airport, not too far away from us, and as proceedings continues, you always see aircrafts and hear the sound of aircrafts taking off from the international airport. The military barracks is also not too far off, so it's always a very lively place to speak of, and always sports centered for that matter. All right, so once we are back,
if I don't see this wedding with my own eyeballs, dear, it's not me.
The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter-Allies versus Liberty Professionals, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter-Allies versus Liberty Professionals, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professionals, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia, the MTN FA Cup.
I don't like Coach Damba rightly said. I don't know exactly what went into taking the decision, but I've heard Coach Prince say certain things that to me were not detrimental to the football or owners or club managers, administrators allow the recruitment of players to be done solely by the technical men. That presupposes that maybe some recruitment was done without the coach, and it is not done anywhere. The moment you begin to do that, then you're going to put your team into trouble. Over the some few years back, we heard one of the very renowned, established, distinguished gentleman, Dr. K.K. Sapon, at the time when he was in charge of court.
Easter we party. Start time. Super the papa. Bundesliga, Serie A, Ghana Premiership, French League One, and a Chinese.
Brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN. Everywhere you go, the 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday.
14. So going into this one again is a trophy that, for instance, will be easier for them to win than the Premier League. So we see Liberty Professionals coming out there on the field, and Papa Quincy comes to mind. Coach, you and I were in the studio the last time as they met Elmina Sharks. His experience was brought to bear on this game. But what really is going amiss, for them, and what are the strengths of this team?
Well, I think there are lots of factors that, from the background, that we are unaware of. For me, if you look at the body, yes, they have the quality. You can see quality in these players, especially when they are on the field or on the field playing football. But at the end of it all, the motivation with which they play the game is what is not the best. But you mentioned an individual player like Papaku. Yes, this is a very, very experienced player, and in every single game, he has brought his experience to bear. Most of the time, he has always made a difference.
Yeah.
But I ask myself this question: what is going to happen the day they play without a Papaku? That is what I'm always looking at. Because if you look at the whole of the setup of Liberty Professionals, it is surrounded around him. The sole player who makes the difference anytime. But without him, do they have a proper replacement? That's my biggest question. I only hope he can play and play and play. But sometimes we have questionable offenses, which can let him sit out. Sometimes we have injuries. But I only hope that he can play and play and play. But he's an exciting player to watch, and I hope that he will replicate what he's been doing and knows how to do best, especially scoring fantastic goals.
I remember you from a few years ago, El-Gaish in the Egypt League, kept on scoring week in, week
Even
out.
recently, playing against El-Wak Sharks, he equalized a goal.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That was that was an absolute.
It was a quality goal.
That was a masterpiece. It was a stunner, I must say. So he's a nice player to watch.
Okay.
Exciting, of course, to watch. So let us see what happens today.
I love their goalkeeper. It should have been a question to them, but I have to throw it to you too. Dida, I mean, he did so wonderfully well that game, and I wonder what he's picked up, from after that performance. What is your assessment of him?
I think as a goalkeeper, he can only get better with age and with the number of games that he's played. He can only improve. whoever plays in front of him. I just hope that the back four has not been changed or will not be changed regularly, because if you are bringing in
Easter we party. Start time. Super the papa. Bundesliga, Serie A, Ghana Premiership, French League 1, and a Chinese League no. E betu say Tenema bawa. Mudienye telenovelas. Ye bema so de. Ubehu Anita Eske. Our Fox Line in Pampa your mom. And Kwadano Sichavanio cartoons. But who here? Ubetimi Enya. Modi combo decoder ni be for 140 Ghana cedis per. Na dead the Kwani say over 100 international satellite channels. And now start time so Easter we party. Start times super the papa.
Star Times. Change your view.
Your Star Times experience just got more. More choice with customized channel guide. More rewards and more chances with friends. But most importantly, more action with free live coverage of the Ghana Premier League, Bundesliga, and Serie A. So much more, all brought together on your phone by Star Times app, the video-enabled mobile app that allows you to take Star Times Live TV and more anywhere. Go to StarTimesTV.com and download it now.
The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Folk versus FC Marine. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Folk versus FC Marine. Yes! This is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Folk versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Folk versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Folk versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professionals, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Obia.
Emmanuel Sapong as well, so get to see a lot of changes that will be happening in Liberty Professionals team, and the two teams, and of course the captains will be going for a toss of coin today. And get to see the likes of Inter Allies having a lot of support and respect for the Wahab Akwe as the centre back, and he's the captain for the side. But Papako scored a spectacular goal at the Alumina Stadium against Alumina Sharks, and hoping the Starman's performance would obviously be a stellar one in the MTN FA Cup competition. Inter Allies in the red outfit today, and of course that's the assistant coach of Inter Allies, Asari Wilson. He was a tactical assistant back at the University of Cape Coast back in 2012, 2013 and 2014. Also played in Cote d'Ivoire for AJC, a club owned by Jacques Anoma back in the 1997. And of course this is Ignatius Osai. He's the head coach of Liberty Professionals. He was with Right to Dreams Academy before moving to Liberty Professionals. Really have had to pick up some interesting performance with the side in the Premier League. And so you get to see Osai and Freddie Boateng as well on the bench now for Inter Allies. And that's Liberty Professionals, who would also have some other great players like Ekins Bafo and Babamu Ado and Makakwe, all of them on the bench for today's game as well. It's the enterprising FIFA referee, Daniel Lai. The MTN FA Cup competition is brought to you by Star Times and live on GTV Sports Plus, as well as Max TV as well, and you get to enjoy every bit of it. And so we have the game starting here at the El-Wak Stadium. It is Inter Allies against Liberty Professionals, and Inter Allies obviously will in the Funi on the youth side, as well as Desmond Abuga. To expected from Inter Allies, at least in terms of their performance. But they've been trying as much as possible to get things working out for them in the Premier League as well. The ball out of play now for an advantage to Inter Allies. And quickly have to be taken by Fard Ibrahim. Well, there's a free kick now to Inter Allies, halfway their own area. Quickly had to be whipped in. There's still possession, one back by Inter-Allies, Intafuni. Well, hoping to push forward, a very young player there for Inter-Allies, and he's been working his socks off to get things going out for the side. Position would have to be contested for if he wants to stay in the side. Haruna Shaibu, the right back now with a long throw inside behalf of Liberty Professionals. And Connie missing it out, but back to Inter-Allies with Abdul Halik trying to control the midfield. And a diagonal pass down the right hand side. Shaibu late in arriving to pick that pass. And so that's the man who really has had to come in because the head coach of Inter-Allies, Prince Owusu, is suspended. And, making a very negative rhetoric comment against the management of the side, and he's been suspended for a game, and so he's out for today's game, but possibly coming back in the Premier League. It's been pretty much of a quiet game by both sides, though, but it's been Inter-Allies currently having kept a lot of possession. And again, Fad Ibrahim just waiting a lot of time on picking up the ball now. It's the chance now for Liberty Professionals to get things going. Ball had to be played in midfield, where Papako comes in as well to win back possession. He's been drifting deep in midfield areas to pick up passes. Pretty much interesting about his play. He's been contributing a lot to the side's performance this season as they try to push forward as well. Get to see the likes of Issa Shaibu Mohammed also drifting wide to pick up passes on the left-hand side. Poor playing out from Samuel Kone and giving Liberty the chance to push forward here. Sapong looking for support on the far side, and here is one of Samuel Kone. Just couldn't pick that one up again. It's interesting to realize that the likes of Paula Banga, Ishaku Zakaria, Musa Hashin, and Isaac Osai and Frederick Boateng, all of them on the bench at the moment for Inter-Allies. To have had the opportunity to play today would be playing a part out, with Isaac Osai pretty much looking on. More than 5 minutes of play, and the goal is at the El-Wak Stadium. He has a lot of work to do to prove himself, Wilson Asari.
Let's go, bravo, boy. Let's play forward, let's play forward. Good boy. Bravo.
We want to play quickly done. And he's really given an opportunity to move forward though, but the long one there, Papaku chasing his one, keeper is able to get it out. Shahid Salifu. Well, he spots the handball situation there. Well, Liberty Professionals 9th on the Premier League table in terms of the Ghana Premier League performance. They are having 14 points out of 12 games played, with Inter-Allies 12th. 14 points, interestingly. For the two teams that won just 3 games in the Premier League, then they picked up some interesting draws as well. Inter-Allies having picked up 5 drawn games and losing as many as 8 games, 4 games as well, and scoring 8 goals in the Premier League. Inter-Allies. Liberty Professionals also losing 4 games and picking up 5 drawn games in the Premier League. Just the same performance like Inter-Allies in the league. The FA Cup will perhaps give them an opportunity to look forward to something spectacular as they search forward here. Lovely. There's Isa Shah Mohammed with a long pass deep into the far right and just couldn't get to the players. And Ignatius said trying to make sure Alice is able to stay in the FA Cup.
Quick.
Some of the Premier League sides have picked up some interesting teams to play, but there's another one that you have to look out for. Ebuson Doves and Elmina Sharks also having a big game to play. Cape Coast. As a foul. I see the foul there. It's Liberty now trying to move forward with a lovely ball inside the half of Intalas. William Dainty here goes around his man beautifully, lifts one here, and keeper really have to do a good job. Side Salifu, and again it was an exquisite play there from William Dainty. The left back is enjoying the attack, and anytime he does that, he's able to win some crosses deep inside the 6-yard box. Just looking for the attackers to pounce on it when they have the chance. And trying to play it simple. Fard just making sure that Martin Entry comes to his rescue. Another ball lifted up, and again Stephen Jolly, the holding midfielder, failing to get to it quickly. Well, the reigning Premier League champions, Bechem United, was into fully winning possession here, just inside the 18-yard box, and with an opportunity there, but of course you can see a technical side is trying to compare notes. Maybe he's looking at what could have been done better than what Abdul Halik did, but again it was a decent chance for him. Well, 10 minutes gone. Inter Allies nil, Libet Professionals nil. Well, ball cleared away, but it's been one shot on target from the point of view of Inter Allies. And again, there has to be a foul there on Fard Ibrahim, the left back for Inter Allies, goes to ground to that challenge. And it was certainly brought down there by Benjamin Shen. So that looked Asukwati Potivo will play Ashanti Gold FC. Halfkin Father playing Enchima Mahoney FC. Watch out for Bekwayu, the academy, also playing Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Well, you have Fijario United also picking up Midiama SC as well. Free kick now to Inter Allies on the far side. Paul Whipteen again, and this time it will be a duty for Tawal Hassan to deal with it.
Okay.
Another young ball up inside the half of Inter and has to be dealt with. Opportunity and Samuel Safo. It's back to hold the attacking play of Inter. Meantime, Liberty defending Inter. Martin entry here with a shot here and just across the face of goal. Decent chance to get missed by Inter, and that'll be a huge concern now to this man.
Come, you come.
And that would be a lot of concern to Liberty professionals in terms of the attacking play and how they have to sit back. In terms of Ashanti Goals game with Azuquara Deportivo, we are told that Emmanuel Sebafos missed the penalty against Azuquara Deportivo and is still goalless in the game between Azuquara Deportivo and Ashanti Gold, also in the MTN FA Cup competition. In time here, it's still goalless. And Martin Entry nearly missing out a pass though, but the offside flag is up here. Well, a quarter of an hour to play, and we've played 15 minutes, and you have to find the back of the net, both sides. As they try to move forward, you're looking at what happens next though. Kind of a very tactical and combative play between the two sides there in the midfield, but you definitely expect to have some interesting displays there on both sides. And there you have Fad Ibrahim just going strong on his man and just picking up an injury there. That's Sapong. Yes, 15 minutes gone. You expect to see a lot happening between the two sides. Mubarak Yusuf and Samuel Safo being very cautious at the back in terms of our defensive play. Meanwhile, Liberty would have to get going. An opportunity back in the 18-yard box, and a shot as well missed by Emmanuel Sapong. Just look at it again, a bit of hesitation there from the point where you expected the defenders to be working pretty hard back in the 18-yard box and really missing out some great opportunities as well to clear once they have the ball back in the 18-yard box. In the meantime, here it's Kone. There's Martin Entry back with possession, and he decides to be a bit ambitious and selfish on that occasion because Interfuni was on the far right waiting for a pass. And just look at the pass again.
Elbow, we go first. Elbow, we go first.
And so you have some of the back rollers of Intala watching this game on, perhaps waiting for a goal to be scored. They haven't really been happy with the team's performance lately, especially in the Premier League. He's been loving every bit of the Ghana League, and any game played, he has a chance of watching it back at home. Corner kick whipped in, goalkeeper missing it again, and it has been brought back into play, and he's able to get it a second time. An opportunity there for Liberty Professionals moving forward, and there you have it again. Meste Papako was just waiting to pounce on that one as well, and then Sapong is heading it back into the 80-yard box. In time here is Intalais with a chance to move forward, again losing possession. Papako. Sapong. The ball returned to his path. There's a foul through. Never shocking in terms of the players and the experience they've had so far. Well, this man has returned from his professional career in Egypt to the Premier League, and since the John Libet Professionals has been able to contribute his quota to the team's performance. El-Wak has also been a decent player and a centre-back to the team's performance back in the league last season. He was one of the top side or top defenders or top players for Inter Allies. He's been pretty much on the quiet this season though, but he's trying to pick up his pace back into Funi. And he's been robbed of the ball. In time here is a lovely play going inside the 18-yard box, and the experience of Samuel Safo will count, the police officer. Has been combining his police work with football diligently, Samuel Safo. Well, so that's both sides looking on to have a goal scored, but it hasn't really come the way they expected. He's been pretty much of a decent tactical play. There's been a lot of traffic in midfield, a bit of crowd there though. But you see two clear chances there from Inter Allies. And there'll be a lot of conferences, and of course there will be a lot of decisions that had to be taken on the pitch between the two coaches on what to be done. I expect to see a lot of runs on the flanks. Fahad Ibrahim, and again he's always looking for the run of the top man up front, Samuel Kone. Just couldn't get to the ball. The goalkeeper is late in arriving, and lack of communication between the centre-back and the goalkeeper nearly resulting in a goal. And that's Imano Kuzuma. And just couldn't get to the goalkeeper well. Maybe just couldn't read the message. El-Wak pushing forward. And a lovely run on the left-hand side. Martin Entry picking it up again. Kone just being a run. They're going to pick his position pretty well, and that's a poor pass there. And Ali could just get to this one as Libre Professionals trying to move forward. But again, it has to be won back by Desmond Abuga. And again, also losing possession. But we're halfway through the first half, and it's still goalless here at the El-Wak Stadium. Well, the injury concern now to Libre Professionals as the game is halted. There'll be a lot of tactical decisions that had to be made by Ignatius to say in the game as well, but depends on how he's able to pick things. And there you have the decision going not in favor of Prosper Arbor though, but initially the referee waved to play on until he decided to change his mind. Well, it's been a decent display there from Interfoni again, and he gets a corner kick with his runs on the flanks there for the Inter here. So corner kick for them to take advantage of. As Wilson Asari issued out instructions to his team. As many as 5 red shirt players in the 18-yard box. Once again, about 7 of the white shirt players in there. And down to the far side and back into the 18-yard box. An opportunity. The referee really saying a push right against Inter-Light in the 18-yard box. Wahaba Kwe. And I've pushed his man trying to get to the ball, and the corner kick was whipped into the far corner. Was headed back into play. And then it was sent in. Once again, referee spotting Wahaba Kwe pulling Samuel Safo. And it's a Parko. Samuel Safo. Mubarak Yusuf. Answer. And Papako goes to ground. There's a free kick to Libre Professionals. There's Martin Entry with a late foul there on Enes Papako. Fad Ibrahim looking to pick up the round of his man Stephen Jolly. He does well to find him. And another ball back in the far corner there, and someone suffered doing his job by clearing it away. A series of performances from the two teams, and they have to produce a sterling performance. Switch of play there for Martin Entry. He's moved from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, and that is where he's trying to operate now. Fad Ibrahim, Halik, and again possession one away. Back to Martin Entry now for the Inter-Lights. Abdul Halik. And finds space. Haruna Shaibu's ball in again. Back into his path. Haruna Shaibu calms the ball down quietly, looking for support. Now Inter-Lights having a good spell of the ball at the moment. Abdul Halik. So long one to the far side, and again the flag is up against Fad Ibrahim. Well, when they played a goalless joint game with Great Olympics back at the Dansuman Karin of Park. He said he really didn't know what's wrong with the players. They didn't come into the game at all, well composed. I was asking questions about the team's performance and maybe the psyche coming into that game. Libre professionals. Olympics at a time we're having a very disjointed front coming into the game with Tom Strand and Gardner Tram, Notai Green and Hutsu leads the club. We're in a leadership crisis then, but again Denchi finds space and his ball back into the box is well saved. Desmond Abuga. And again, it has to be Frederick Ansabotre doing his job there. And that's Coach Salas Tete. Originally supposed to be the coach of Liberty. And until, unfortunately, the demise of his wife meant that Ignacio Zesay had to take charge. And he's been on the technical bench occasionally. And maybe issuing that instructions to Osei as well, and that's the Ghana international. And new Black Stars coach, Christian Pia. Tony Bafu is also there watching this game. Abdul Halik. Action. Papako on the trail of his man, and eventually the whistle goes in favor of Wahaba Kwei. Ball into Funi, also drifting to the left wing. Boche. Denchi. Ball was met for the run of Avo. And he is flagged offside. 30 minutes gone. Still goalless here at the El-Wak Stadium. Elsewhere in the FA Cup competition, Charles Mensah scoring there for Bachim United against Young Apostles. And yet to find a goal here. Well, that's the new Black Stars coach, James Christiapia. He said he's going to be in the country to watch a lot of the games, especially local ones, and have the chance to pick up players as well. And eventually Hans Kofi gets to score there for Ashanti Gold against Asukwa Deportivo. And then Wow Stars 2-0 up against Dark Horses. David Abagna and Seth Amwating. Well, the interesting story here is that 11 Wonders have taken the lead against the Jenna Stars. Abdul Wahab is the goal scorer for 11 Wonders. Meantime, William Denchi here for Liberty Professionals. And that's Yao Perko. Was in Nigeria with Ifeanyi Uba in the league. And that is a decision here. Goalkeeper Patel Hassan Dida. Well, into Funi was already offside. And that referee there would have to call that one to be a foul. Well, so the assistant coach with Avram Grant, Maxwell Konedu, talks about him moving back to his former club, Kumasi Asante Kodoko, but he wants to stay and work with new Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah. Oh, lovely play there from Intafuni. Referee looking at that as an offside. So you can see the tactical minds watching the game, perhaps picking up ideas.
The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV.
And so now you have another free kick right in front of and that's Dade Song. He's a director of Liberty Professionals. And there you talk to Kwesi Appiah, maybe both of them trying to find the local player. In Talas, they've been probing for a goal.
Allies versus Liberty Professionals, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyobia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyobia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live
push there on him, inside the 6-yard box. Six minutes to go and still goalless here at the El-Wak Stadium. The MTN FA Cup out of 64 into Allies and Liberty Professionals, and we're yet to find out exactly which of the two teams to have the chance to hit the ball at the back of the net. And other results being picked up. You have Wafa leading Arc FC by a goal to nil. Goal scored in the 34th minute. Meantime, no opportunity. Liberty defending now. Into Allies with a shot comes out. And again, just across the face of goal once again. Stephen Jolly with a chance. And they have 5 minutes plus stoppage time to find out if they can score before the break. So that's the confirmation of the scoreline there. And there you have the chance. And it's a yellow card. And it goes to so that's Emmanuel Sapong, who's been booked. And again, yeah, that's Papako. Just moving in to pick this one up. Three minutes, and still looking on to see who would have the chance to score now. But of course, the two teams have had to play it sparsely in midfield and occasionally moving forward. And once again, ball back into the goalkeeper's arms. Just a quick look at some of the games being played and the scorelines happening. Bechem United leading Young Apostles by a goal to nil. Charles Benson scoring. 11 Wonders up against Adriana Stars, and they lead Adriana Stars by a goal to nil. Abdul Wahab with a goal, and Wow Stars also leading Dark Horses by a goal to nil. Also Quad Deportivo and Scofield scoring for Ash Gold, all in the MTN FA Cup round of 64. And Gerard Arkeson with that long ball, it's not finding the target right.
Up.
Well, so that's the confirmation of the yellow card to Emmanuel Sapong, the man who came in for Michael Ampedu. In time, Safo's header back into play. Jolly finds space, shot blocked again, and the referee again has to whistle for an infringement against the red shirt.
Come on, guys. I'm going to
And so we are done. We're doing a minute of added on time. Enes Papakon turns well, beautiful. Enes Papakon, a handball scenario there by Desmond Abuga. And again, the header would have to come in beautifully by Haruna Shaibu. He right back, and again, Steven Jolloff trying to play the 1-2. It is top part up front. Well, it's been very uneventful first 45 minutes for both teams, Inter Allies and Liberty Professionals. The first 45 minutes once again had seen Inter Allies striking at goal, but again it had to be the ball sweeping across the face of goal. Maybe not the best of chances though. Half chances have come their way. Liberty Professionals have had to sit deep and defend occasionally, and oftentimes have not been able to get a chance to push forward. It's been a very quiet afternoon though. The officials have had to enjoy every bit of the game. Just one yellow card given to Emmanuel Sapong, but being 8 shot on target in the game beautifully. But of course we have to enjoy what the games are coming out to be. The MTN FA Cup run of 64. First half, Inter Allies 0, Liberty Professionals 0.
I just go into the church. Okay, let me connect my earpiece.
Now you may.
The first half.
Renano.
Yeah. So who stop meets by their sharing here? False alarm. Buffet, papa.
Enjoy even more Facebook sessions with MTN free after 1. Now, talk for 1 minute and enjoy free Facebook for the rest of the day. And you still only pay for the first minute. The rest is free. Dial *315# to sign up now. Terms and conditions apply. MTN, everywhere you go.
4G is non-stop music. It's sharing and entertainment without buffering. It's gaming with no lag and movies with full immersion. 4G is business without restrictions. It's also smarter money. It's learning beyond borders. Achievement without limits. And health for everyone. It's love, family, joy, and everything else. 4G is life. Get a 4G device today and live on the next level. MTN 4G. Hello, future.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Life is better with MTN Mobile Money. It's easy, fast, and super convenient. Experience the new world of better money.
If I don't see this wedding with my own eyeballs, dear, it's not me.
Church right.
I just go into the church. Okay, let me connect my earpiece.
Now you may. Renano.
Who stop meets by their sharing here. For salam. Buffet papa.
Enjoy even more Facebook sessions with MTN free after one. Now, talk for 1 minute and enjoy free Facebook for the rest of the day. And you still only pay for the first minute. The rest is free. Dial *315# to sign up now. Terms and conditions apply. MTN, everywhere you go.
4G is non-stop music. It's sharing and entertainment without buffering. It's gaming with no lag and movies with full immersion. 4G is business without restrictions. It's also smarter money. It's learning beyond borders. Achievement without limits. And health for everyone. It's love, family, joy, and everything else. 4G is life. Get a 4G device today and live on the next level. MTN 4G. Hello, future.
MTN, everywhere you go.
TV, entertainment and more.
Must be good to be home again, sir.
I speak only with Elizabeth Keene.
Who the hell's Elizabeth Keene?
Agent Keene! Donald Ressler! They need you to come with me right away.
Agent Keene, what a pleasure. I'm a criminal. I'm talking about the criminals who matter, the ones you can't find because you don't even know they exist. Let's call it the blacklist. That sounds exciting.
Max TV, entertainment and more.
MTN, everywhere you go.
If I don't see this wedding with my own eyeballs, dear, it's not me.
Church right.
I just go into the church. Okay, let me connect my earpiece.
Now you may. Renano.
Yeah. Overseas are who stop meets by their sharing here. For salam. Buffet papa.
Enjoy even more Facebook sessions with MTN free after work. Now, talk for 1 minute and enjoy free Facebook for the rest of the day. And you still only pay for the first minute. The rest is free. Dial *315# to sign up now. Terms and conditions apply. MTN, everywhere you go.
4G is non-stop music. It's sharing and entertainment without buffering. It's gaming with no lag and movies with full immersion. 4G is business without restrictions. It's also smarter money. It's learning beyond borders, achievement without limits, and health for everyone. It's love, family, joy, and everything else. 4G is life. Get a 4G device today and live on the next level. MTN 4G. Hello, future.
MTN, everywhere you go. Life is better with MTN Mobile Money. It's easy.
For it.
2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyobia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyobia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live on TV, Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Oak versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN FA Cup resumes this weekend at all match centers. This weekend on Saturday, live.
A lot of the balls whipped in from the right hand side, and he hasn't really been coming the way they has. Having Tafuni also playing his part on the wings. And trying to put himself in a very awkward position, pushing forward Desmond Abuga, but he gets the referee to come to his rescue with a free kick to Inter Allies. Martin Entry trying to switch play, and gets Emmanuel Kazuma to also join. Abdul Halik also getting it straight to Abuga. Kazuma here, and then to fire one deep inside the half of Liberty Professionals. And William Denchi. Midfield play has been very much compact for trying to fix one in. Somewhat Safo. Yusuf Mubarak, and he gets solids from his goalkeeper, Fatau Alassane Dida. Oh, that was a swift play there from Liberty when they tried to move forward. And again, you expect to have a lot. Fad Ibrahim tracking back to get a pass from his goalkeeper. Malik Abdul. And free kick here for Liberty Professional, Gerard Axon. And Osai being prepared to come on. He's going through the warm-ups. The tempo of the game still very slow, and that's young Ishmael Intafuni. Escaping from a caution from referee Daniel Lai there. He went straight to his man, lucky not to have been booked. Now free kick taken by Samuel Safo back in the 18-yard box, and he's been well dealt with by Kone. A very strong player holding on to the ball quickly and then releasing it. And he has to do that. And again, you have the bench of Liberty looking to find a chance to change any bit of the game as the entire team surge forward here on the flanks. Ball whipped in here, opportunity. And eventually, when the effort came, it was whipped in wide there by Abdul Halik. What a beautiful run it was from the flanks from Haruna Shaibu. And just look at that, he had Stephen Jolly who just allowed the ball to get to the path of Abdul Halik, and he shot wide. Haruna Shaibu. Yet again, another one here. Jawad Aksin. Emmanuel Sapong. Enes Apako. And he's been dispossessed. We do have Emmanuel FC leading Tamayud by a goal to 0 also. And again, an header here to nobody in particular there, but of course he had to be taken there by Fadi Ibrahim. That is Intafuni. Jolly. And looking for Shaibu, he finds him.
When you're kicking the ball, take your time and get a good target.
And again, the flank play has not been the alternative point for the players. Abdul Halik, great play from midfield. Abdul Halik trying to go around William Denchi. Halik again with opportunity to shoot here. Opportunity, and the flag is up against Ishmael Intafuni. Well, he found himself in a very, very great position to score there for Interallies Ishmael Intafuni. But he was denied with a flag there, and that's Coach Salas Tete, technical director, and also a coach for the side, Liberty Professionals. And it's a Parko. William Denchi also giving the pass away loudly. Well, 3 heads better than 1, and that is what is happening on the bench of our Interallies. You need more to conquer Liberty Professionals. And it's Papako. Goes down and hoping that will be a penalty given to him by the referee, and he says no. And he gets support there for Wahaba Kwe as well. Samuel Kone, not going to be on his feet there to connect the ball. And that obviously is going to be a foul. As Martin entry. Got involved, 10 minutes gone in the second half, and it's still goalless here at the El-Wak Stadium. Well, we're going to straight penalty shootouts where it remains goalless. The House and both teams playing a joint game here. Meanwhile, opportunity now for Corny inside the 18-yard box. That's a side netting. That's another beautiful run there from Desmond Abuga, and was able to find Samuel Corny back in the 18-yard box of Liberty Professionals. He wasted the opportunity given to him. Samuel Safo. Safo gives the ball away, and this is Connie, and he was tracking for close range. Well, he kept his eye on the ball when he was going around, and there you have it. Struck off that challenge from Samuel Safo, got into the box, and he decided to be selfish on that occasion, shooting wide. The agency of the play on the part of Intala is really showing here. Interfuni, lovely play, gets a return, looking for support, and Brisbane is possessed. Meantime, there's a foul here, and Liberty Professionals will protest. Prosper Avo. Well, we're trying to explain to the referee that at least he got the ball and not the man. Now the Shai was headed back into the game. And it's a parkour. Back to William Denchi. Shifts one in. Liberty with opportunity. And feebly shot into the arms of goalkeeper Dida. Well, that's Said Salifu. That's Benjamin Ashen's first strike at goal.
Oh, that's done.
Now with a chance to push forward into Allies as they try to keep possession. Denchi, that's it, back into play. Again, eventually hit into midfield area. Well, into Allies, would obviously try to push the ball forward. Ishen and Fadi Ibrahim is late in arriving. Got a chance now, and that was a good effort there from Emmanuel Sapong. And you can actually see Wilson Asari trying to give instructions to his team. picking up signals again from the tackle area of Inter-Allies. I want to have Martin entry out for Frederick Boateng. So that's Shaibu Mohammed, who got injured and had to be treated. In time, another ball whipped in. Lovely play here. Papako was the target. Denchi. And that's a goal. Well, the flag was already raised up against Libet Professionals. A beautiful job done. Ishan Kadi has scored, but it has to be. The celebration cut short to his amazement. I thought that was a goal here. Well, so substitution coming in the second half. Martin entry out for Frederick Boateng. And the former Wafa captain pretty much has played his part in the game. He's expected to maybe give way to Frederick Boateng to at least also show his attacking prowess in the game. Not much to be seen about Martin entry. Again, it's Intafuni who's switching play to Martin entry was operating on the right-hand side of midfield. Intafuni, to possession, and a chance now, and it's still Abdul Halik. A great job done there by Ishmael Intafuni. Final touch on the ball there for Abdul Halik was poor. You see, with a long ball towards the path of Papako. Beautiful play here. Abdul Halik. And there you have Fad Ibrahim on the flanks. And he's possessed beautifully there by Emmanuel Boateng. Meantime, here is Desmond Abuga. Fresh player to the far side. And he gets Aruna Shaibu involved. Boateng ball taken off his feet. As Martin entry, he's played his part for Inter-Allies and making way now for Frederick Boateng to come in time. Abuga. It's Jolly failing to keep possession right.
Okay.
Trying to make sure he gets his team involved and keeping it pretty much tight and safe. And still Inter enjoying every bit of the opportunity they've had so far pushing forward. Gerard Axen.
Okay.
And there you have the referee whistling for a foul. That was against Ishmael Ntafuni. Again, at least twice he's got to bring a player down and hasn't been booked. He's caught it. Back to Abdul Halik. Abuga. Shaibu. Ishmael Ntafuni. Abuga. Abdul Halik. Fad Ibrahim. It's Connie. Lovely play there from Connie. And that's a foul right against him here. Well, there was no way Pospavo was going to allow him to move. Well, the FA Cup is played between the clubs of the Premier Division and, of course, the National 2 League. Well, the first GFA Cup competition took place in the season of 1957 to 1958. In time free kick here. And that's to the advantage of Interlais Abuga. I have picked up a knock on his lips there. Well, Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko are the most successful clubs in the competition history, with having both won a cup on 9 occasions. And that's a foul there. Benjamin Shen and Abuga.
Take it easy. Two of you. Take it easy.
Well, Abuga appears to be okay and ready to continue with play. Well, we have Bechem United picking up the title, the MTN FA Cup, back in 2016, beating Oko United. We have teams like Dumas Boys of GTP picking up the title back in 1976. Great Olympics have also won it. That was back in 1983. Oko United also winning the 2-1 against Ebusua Draw, so was back in 1994. And New Edibiasi won it in 2012. Mediama also picked it up in 2013. Kotoko picked it up in 2014. And then Mediama back again picking the trophy back in 2015 after beating Kotoko 2-1. And then Bechem United also won 2-1 against Oko United. Kotoko beat Interlais in 2014 after extra time. And that was the only time Interlais have gone to the finals of the competition. Well, there's a change now. Samuel Bequin, midfielder, coming in for Stephen Jolly, the holding midfielder. So that's Jolly. Meantime, there's another ball whipped in. Samuel Safo taking it out. The referee says it's a foul. Butchie was actually tripped from behind. Well, talking about teams that have picked up the FA Cup trophies, we have Waradep picking up the trophy back in 1992. They drew 2-2 and won 3-2 on penalties against New Plant Stars. Azakes have also won the title. It was back in 1985 against Kotoko. 1960, well, very interesting. 1961, 62, and 1963, 64, 65, and you see Rio Republicans also picking up the trophy. Fahd Ibrahim was shown a yellow card and they're conceding a foul, a free kick. So we've seen some interesting sides also winning the trophy, and maybe this time there will be the opportunity there to see the teams that move forward. Lovely ball, and again it was Papako was going in with a diving header. Well, that was an opportunity there for Liberty, and they make a change now. Issa Shaibu making way. And Samuel Annan, he comes in. Meantime, it is Inter Allies on the ascendant here. Lovely ball. Ball again to the far side. Freddie Boateng picks it up neatly. This is Inter Allies once again. And ball cleared away by Liberty Professionals. Well, they've had a chance to break and they failed to do so. But they will still have possession back into Allies as they push forward again for an opportunity to score. Abuga goes on his man beautifully. Abdul Halik. This is Shaibu. And his ball well blocked. Still trying to move forward again. And Liberty doing a good job to round things up in the penalty area as they try to search forward. Lovely play. And that's Annan who came on. He had the chance to do something excitingly for Liberty Professionals. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the sides are able to produce a magical performance that you expect from teams to when they'll perhaps progress. Now that's a foul here, and it is Ishmael into Fudi. Papako. Well, his pass to William Denchi was so over the hit and couldn't get to it. Quarter of an hour left to be played. No confirmation of the situation at the El-Wak Stadium. Frederick Watting, and he gets a free kick on the right wing there for Paint Allies. And so there you have him, as well pushed there by Frederick Ansah. So Isaac Osai almost ready now to join his teammates. He's one player that they will be counting on to bang in the goals. That's if he gets the chance. Ball whipped in, and again headed out clearly by Liberty. Papako picking it up and turning beautifully. And as Papako always using his experience to bear. And Emmanuel Sapong. Liberty again with opportunity. Well, again, Samuel Anand failing to hold on to possession. And the offside flag is up here against Frederick Watting. So Samuel Cody will also be making way now for Isaac Osai, like-for-like replacement by coach Wilson Asari. Well, Cody has really proven to be a very tough contender back in the game. He's seen lots of chances, opportunities wasted. Well, chance now for Liberty as well for the corner kick. Going to be a left-footed one back into the 18-yard box of Paint Allies. Ball whipped in. Keeper is already out and trying to punch it out. Back into play is Anand. Lovely play by Boche. Switching play to the right side. This is an opportunity now for Liberty. Just drawing rings right in front of the penalty area of Paint Allies, and eventually ball has been whipped away. That's the man who was just pulled out of the game. Prosper Arbo. Lovely play, Prosper Arbo again. And Liberty will have a chance for Paco. And trying to switch player to his left foot, and he was well policed inside the 18-yard box. This is Frederick Ansamboche chopping the ball down to the far side. And a shot comes out and has to be palmed away by Said Salifu. And that was a decent effort there from Chirad Aksin. There's another long ball back into the far side. That was a bit of a push there. And it's against Liberty professionals, Samuel Safo. Well, just 10 minutes left to be played. And still goalless here. Two Premier League sides in this MTN FA Cup round of 64. Oh, lovely flick there from Papako, but the return not the best at all. So 10 minutes now plus stoppage time, and if it remains the same, we are straight on to penalty shootout. Now Bright Ando will be making his way into the game with Benjamin Shen. also playing his part in the game as well. A central midfielder coming in for striker. That's a decision there by Ignatius Osei. Trying to solidify his midfield play and not to put a lot of pressure on his centre backs. Some of that clearance back deep inside the 18-yard box by Italians, and again Corley is headed down for a corner kick. Corner kick, Corley taking. Boateng, he brought his man down and allowing Andot to steal his way. And again, he has been whipped in. It's been only but professionals defending at the moment, trying to attack the penalty area of Inter-Allies. Meantime, the men in red who want to push forward, they have a free kick. And that's Ishmael Interfuni. He's been very much busy on the flanks for Inter-Allies this afternoon. And it was Poche who brought him down, Fadi Ibrahim. Chance to whip this one in. That's well to the far side. And again, there was nobody up there to pick this one up. Poorly taken by Said Salifu. And again, the recovery was very quick on the part of the Inter-Allies. We're talking about how dominant they have been in terms of the midfield play. Freddie Boateng goes to ground and gets a free kick. William Denchi being overly physical on him. An opportunity now for Inter-Allies again to have a chance at goal. Free kick now taken. Header comes out by Wahaba Quay. Oh, that was the opportunity given to Wahaba Quay to at least not home for the goal. And himself, he knows it could have done better when chance presented to him. He was left all alone to going for that header. Prosper Arbo hoops one in here and well collected there by the goalkeeper. Both sides have worked hard to remain goalless at this point. With 5 minutes left on the clock plus stoppage time again here at the El-Wak Stadium. Bichem United, on the other hand, are 2 goals up against Young Apostles. Abdullah Mohammed getting the goal in the 90th minute. And again, this ball rolls straight into the arms of goalkeeper Dida for Liberty Professionals, Prosper Arbo. He's been very consistent on the right-hand side of defense for Liberty Professionals, aside former Hearts of Lions player, led for Saudi Arabia, back in the Premier League, now with Inter Allies. He was at a point being trailed by top clubs in the country, Hearts of Oak and the Kumasi Asante Kotoko, before leaving for Saudi Arabia. Aside, trying to look for support. Here's a beautiful pass. Field, and he gets Abuga. Meantime, there's Shaibu. And the ball here. And the keeper comes out. And Liberty can escape. And again, want to turn the screws on Inter Allies. And defensively, they are well organized. He tried to mop things up beautifully. Some of the Queen. And now it is Interfuni. Interfuni lays a beautiful pass now for the Boateng. And Samuel Safo comes out to clear it away. And what a pass it was from Interfuni. 3 minutes to go. And Liberty with possession now. Trying to close the gaps quickly. And Ando, and he gets a free kick. And a yellow card now will be flashed by referee Daniel Lai. It's Abdul Halik. A yellow card. Just tripped in from behind and prevented Bright Ando from striking for a goal. So that's a confirmation of Abdul Halik's yellow card. And so goalkeeper Said Salifu trying to get his well structured. And a bit of a temporary hold up here, and Christian Pierre is all full of smiles. He said he's going to watch the Premier League this season and probably get some opportunities for the young players. Remember, we have the local Black Stars also on for the Chan tournament. So the expectation is that he will be able to monitor little local players and pick them to the local Black Stars team. Maybe through that he can get a nucleus of the main Black Stars team. And Prince Owusu, the suspended Inter Allies coach. And he's done so well to be in the stands to watch this game. Oh yeah, and 2 seconds to end the game, and waiting for the added-on time. Meantime, free kick advantage to Liberty Professionals. Enes Papako, hands on the waist, taking his spot, trying to bend it over the wall to the top corner by the drop save. Poorly taking. It wasn't Papako, it was Ando. There's Osai here, and Osai trying to pick up Boateng. Gets it done. The Queen, and his pass well intercepted beautifully by Samuel Safo. And Liberty will lose possession, and there's a foul here. And Tony Barfo enjoying the game as well. Fad Ibrahim. We're doing 3 extra minutes of time added on. And eventually we'll go to penalty shootout. If it turns out at least within a few minutes nobody's able to hit the back of the net. And that's the fourth official confirming the on time, Eric Donu. At least one Premier League side will be eliminated from the FA Cup. At least the one being played here at the El-Wak Stadium. Somewhat Suffolk on the long ball to the far side. Well, tomorrow we have out of foot playing sports in Miran at the El-Wak Sports Stadium. Somewhat Suffolk. We eventually had to hit the big one out. Still lurking around the area of Liberty Professionals, and eventually it goes into the favor with a call by a referee down the line here. Well, so it's down 20 seconds to go, and we'll have penalty shootout here at the El-Wak Stadium. Well, the first of it in the game that we're watching on the MTN FA Cup. There's still the Inter-Allies offside, and Boateng has been flagged offside. Ball quickly taken. 3 minutes already up here. We are into the moment where we have the players having their hearts in their mouth. Interfuni, Abuga, and Abuga again losing the ball. And this is Frederick Ansah. So it's all over now. We have the penalty shootouts coming out, and this is the main one. And the FA Cup game we're going to play, especially with this particular time for the round of 64. Well, that's been a very calmly and uneventful game being played by both sides, but few chances created, few shots at goal. And it is a time that the two coaches would have to come out with their teams for the penalty shootout. What a game we had. Full time, Inter-Allies 0, Liberty Professionals 0. So highlights on the second half, and Scotty and Shaibu also getting involved on the flanks. So right back, and Abdul Halik, and again Abuga also getting involved. Connie will go with a chance and side netting here, and William Denchi, Papako. Back to Denchi again, and this time his ball was well whipped in. And this is the chance where you have the two teams working pretty hard. It is Frederick and Saboche, and a beautiful pass now. Papako was also involved here, and the effort there for Emmanuel Boateng also going wide. Papako with a diving header here, which of course didn't yield to anything. There's another ball here from the inside whipped in. The goalkeeper really doing so well. Side Salifu to clear the way. Yet again another ball whipped in. A header from Akwe Wahab. And Samuel Bakwe was in. Interfuni. Found space. Laid a beautiful pass to Frederick Boateng. Just delayed a bit. And so his ball was well read by Samuel Safo and cleared away until we ended the game goalless. And they're doing their best to see what they can do. Well, a very interesting story be told about the 64th round of the MTN FA Cup, because 11 Wonders have beaten Adriana Stars by a goal to nil. And Wow Stars also beating Dark Horses by 2 goals to nil. Bichem United also winning 2-0 against Young Apostles. There's a side here who's perhaps looking. Maybe he may have a chance to hit one. That's a shocking story about the 11 Wonders team beating the Adriana Stars. So a chance now for coaches and the 2 captains will approach the referee to decide on which angle the kick would have to take place. And that's Papako and Hawakwe to decide which team will go first. Is it going to be the red team or the white team? And I have a decision by Daniel Lai to take, and he's looking forward to seeing what happens. And it appears that Inter-Allies would have the chance to go first. So a decision has arrived, and both sides agree on what to happen. Well, these are moments where you expect to have players shivering, a bit nervous. So, yeah, the psychologist trying to talk to them. Well, we have Asukwa Deportivo also equalizing, and it's 1-1 between them and Ash Gold. And so, also have opportunity for a penalty shootout there. Asukwa Deportivo 1, Ash Gold 1. So they get a chance to motivate themselves now for the penalty shootout. And so this is a time where you have for everybody getting ready. Good time now for Liberty professionals to be ready. They haven't really been in the finals of the competition. In Thailand, at least they have been. They lost to Kotoko in 2014. Making sure that everything is well positioned and well placed for the penalty shootout here in the MTN FA Cup round of 64 here at the El-Wak Stadium. Two goalkeepers without to be talked to and where to stand, and before the ball is hit, you don't have to move away from your line, just behind the line. It's just on the line as well to move forward. It can be retaken. You wait for the whistle to be blown by the referee before you pick up a move. So all is ready now for these young players, and coach Ignatius will say, waiting patiently to make sure his team qualifies. He wants to be making history with Liverpool first now to qualify the team there for the FA Cup. And so it will be Samuel Safo to take the first one. And young goalkeeper Said Salifu was waiting to make sure at least Samuel Safo doesn't get to score one against him. Samuel Safo, Said Salifu. And Samuel Safo here. And calmly and easily he scores. And getting Said Salifu to the wrong side. As Liberty 1, Inter-Allies 0. Well composed, look at that. Pick the sport ball to the bottom corner. And place the ball to the left bottom corner, and goalkeeper move to the right. Here it is. Abdul Halik up against Fatau. Abdul Halik. And he has missed his chance. Abdul Halik has blown it away. And that is so disappointing there for Inter-Allies. Just look at that. And that's so bad on the part of Abdul Halik, being judged the man of the match in the game, and he's missed glorious opportunities. And Liberty up, they are ahead here against Inter-Allies. What a chance and what an opportunity for Abdul Halik. And this time it will be the opportunity for Frederick and Sambotri. And Liberty would have a chance now. And he scores again, making it 2 for Liberty. Well, he can afford to put up a smile here. They are on the lead with 2 great balls. Putting the ball to the right bottom corner. And look at that again. Oh, that is excellent. So 2 up here for Liberty against Inter-Allies. Dida is coming up against Fad Ibrahim. Fad Ibrahim, and he gets to score now. It's 2-1. Beautiful. Left bottom corner ball, placed it beautifully. Fad Ibrahim, look at that. Beautiful here. He dived late. Dida. Oh, he's calm and watching on to his side. Meantime here, it is Liberty with opportunity, and Gerard Aksin up against Said Salifu. Gerard Aksin, and look at that. And he makes it so simple and easy. 3-1 for Liberty. They can actually make some phone calls. And Liberty in the lead. Look at how he calmly scored here. Let's look at that. Well, that's Ishmael Interfudi. And Ishmael Interfudi. And he scores. And that is 3-2. Well, he moved further away from the real spot, and then fans thought he was going to miss that one. Ishmael Interfuni, look at that. And he scored. The goalkeeper really just licked in getting there. He decides to pick this one up. And it is Dida. And Dida missing it. Dida misses it. And now it is open. If Inter-Allies are able to score, it makes it 3-all. And there you have it. Look at that. That is a very poor penalty kick. Well, he's missed the chance to go up. Samuel Bequin with a chance to go ahead here. Samuel Bequin to make it 3-3. And he lousily gives it away. That is so amazing. Oh, he's trying to go with a Panenka there, but maybe he should have learned it the better way. You just can't do certain things at certain time. You will never do what you've not practiced. That was a chance. And it is Liberty Professionals. It's Papako to make it 4-1, 4-2. Papako. And he scores. Well, so Liberty Professionals have eventually eliminated Inter Allies in the FA Cup. And so they have the opportunity to move forward. They missed one and they go ahead on 4-2. And it is Liberty Professionals progressing to the next stage of the MTN FA Cup. And man of the match going to Emmanuel Sapong of Liberty Professionals. So Liberty winning 4-2 on aggregate after a goalless game played here at the El-Wak Stadium. Full-time score was goalless, and after penalty shootout, it is Inter Allies 2, Liberty Professionals 4. So, bit of highlights there, and the penalty shootout. Samuel Sampo scored. Abdul Halik missed. Butchie scored. And then Fard scored. And Axin also scored beautifully. And Intafuni also scored here. And then eventually goalkeeper Dida missed. And guess what? Samuel Bequin with a Panenka missed. And it was Axin who snapped the victory for Liberty. 4-2, it ended here.
Ball back of the net and enable Liberty Professionals to win it. Right about now, I have the coach Ignatius with me to just share his thoughts. Congratulations on your victory. What are your thoughts on the game?
Thank you, Erasmus. From the back of 5 draws, we knew it was going to be very hard, but thank God. In this, I told the boys that in this knockout competition, the only thing you have to avoid is a goal, because at every point in time, somebody is going to win. And for me, it was a good game. It's just that, again, the problem is that we had a couple of decisions making on the field that was poor. And that's what we feel we can work on it going into the next game.
There were quite a number of chances for your opponents. And at a point, I thought if Connie, that striker, had buried some of it, it could have been a different story.
I saw it as half chances. He was fighting for the balls, but then that's one of the concerns with the goalkeeper behind the back who has been sick for a long while coming in. I thought they lacked communication, but once we got the game going, I felt that in the second half we took over. That's why they had to change the whole of their forward line, because they saw it wasn't forthcoming. But we were resilient, because the key to our game is also in defense, where we have to be solid, because we have not conceded quite a number of goals. We have only conceded, I think, 11 or so. And so to play like 12 matches and concede 11 goals tells you how resilient we are at defense.
So what next? You're done with round of 64. Looking forward to the next one. What are you going to work on?
I think this is one of the competitions we feel that it's very, very easy to win because the matches comes once in the blue moon. And again, for Liberty Professionals, it will be the easiest one. And for our supporters, so the only thing we want to go into each one of these games is full commitment. Our supporters knows that we can win every game, and we can guarantee that. But the only thing is that they want us to come out committed. And for us, we want to be committed to every match.
Thank you very much, Coach. And so that is the Liberty Professionals assistant coach. I think he just put it as, the way he saw it on the field. The Victoria side, and have been joined by Mr. Wilson. He's also the assistant coach for Liberty Professionals. What are your thoughts on this game, entire eyes?
Yes. It's a good game we had. It's just unfortunate that the game went to penalties. And for me personally, when it goes to penalties, it's everybody's game. We should have won the game in the 90 minutes duration. We realize that we created more chances than them, but sometimes football is so crazy and you think about it. Our boys are very young, so when they get in front of the goal, they are in a haste to finish, then they end up messing it up. But for me, I think we played tactically better than them, but hey, they have won, so they are the best on the day.
Well, it's a running theme throughout our matches, our inability to score goals. And so it leads me to ask you as a coach, what have you been working with, as far as training is concerned?
I've always been asked this question, and the answer I give will always be the same. We train on goal scoring because the ultimate aim of the game is to put the ball at the back of the net. So you can't have your training sessions and play beautiful football without scoring. But the positive is that we create the chances with the intention of putting it at the back of the net. But like I said earlier on, sometimes you need confidence, and goal scoring is something that you need to learn. And during training session, they do it perfectly. But sometimes maybe the match fever takes over them, and then they don't get the target. But we'll keep working. We'll keep working and make sure that we will correct it. It's true what you said. When you watch most of our league matches, you see 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. It means goal scoring is always on the low. So I think it's a national thing, and we all as coaches need to work on it, and I hope we can do it.
So you're out of the MTN FA Cup. What next for you? I know there's a Wednesday game, but what do you take from this game going forward?
Yeah, I think we are going to Mina Sharks, and our away matches have always been tough for us. But we want to go and improve on what we just did today and make sure that we'll go there and get the 3 points. I know it is not going to be easy, but we are going with that determination, that focus. You saw what we played today. We used more of our second string side, and you could see. So it means the first string can do better than what these people have done. But like you said, we need to play and score. So if we go out there and we play beautifully and we don't score, hey, we'll come back and blame ourselves. We are sure we'll go and get the necessary 3 points.
Okay, thank you very much, and better luck next time. That's assistant coach Inter Allies, Ben Wilson. I've been joined by the man of the match, Emmanuel Sapon, Liberty Professional, wore the 20 shirts all throughout the game. Congratulations on winning man of the match.
Thank you.
Were you expecting it?
Yeah, I was expecting it. And coming to this game, it wasn't an easy. We determined to win, and we won it.
Will you say on the balance of play, Liberty Professionals deserved it?
Yeah, we really deserve it. You should have won the game, but it's unfortunate, and we won it. It's good for us.
Well, it's a victorious occasion, and so everybody will want to congratulate you, but there are also concerns about Liberty and the league. What extra thing do you think players have to do to lift up the performance of the team, even in the Ghana Premier League?
Well, we have to lift up our game. It's not easy, but we have to manage and then go on, and it's good for us.
Well, wish you the best then. Man of the match, that's Emmanuel Sapon, man of the match in the Inter Allies Liberty Professionals game. We'll be doing another interview, this time from Inter Allies perspective, as, we get a lot more thoughts. So that's Wahab Abdul, the man in the 18 shirt. I'm just trying to get the name here. So it's 18 for Inter Allies, Wahab. All right, so Wahab, how will you sum up your performance today as a team?
I would first of all thank God Almighty for the performance. I really work hard for this performance. I know I want to win. I'm one of the ones, so I work to win it, but unfortunately someone won it, so I'll say better luck next time.
What do you think particularly went wrong for your team?
Well, it's a game and we are expecting to win, but you know, God works in different ways, so we'll give thanks to God for everything.
Well, so, I mean, this is your home ground. You were expected to win. Obviously, there's a bit of disappointment, but how are you going to shake it off ahead of your next game in the league?
Oh, well, we are going to work hard to win our next games with the league. That's what I'll say.
Thank you very much. That's Wahab from Inter Allies, and I hope to take some expert, views, from our analysts before we round up everything here. So I've been joined by, Coach El-Wak Damba and then Christopher as well. Coach, your thoughts? I mean, we saw the first half, we had our views. Second half, it completely changed. The other team won.
Yes, but for me, I think Inter Allies will need to blame themselves. They created all the chances, played all the beautiful football, but woeful finishing in front of goal eluded them, the opportunity to win the game in regulation time. But I must say, during penalty kicks, it could be anybody's game. But also, wrong attitude of Inter Allies players cost them this game.
What was wrong?
Well, the approach during penalty shootouts, direct penalty shootouts, the approach should be of a very serious one, serious approach. But some of them, especially the number 6 player who lost the kick, I mean, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So I think they need to work on the attitude of these players, of course, going forward.
Chris, your thoughts?
Yeah, football is all about goals, isn't it? You can create, but if you don't take your chances and the other team does so, you lose. But again, like Damba rightly said, they should have won the game in open play. Once you refuse to do that, you've taken the game to penalties. It's anybody's game. And Liberty showed during the penalty kick-out that they are the more experienced team, the personnel that they brought to play the game today. But I'm very much disappointed in the number 6 of Inter Allies. At the time they were trailing. So just as you've been brought back into the game, you should have now turned the coin, given your team the confidence to go and win the game. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he did what he did, virtually handing the game over back to Liberty. And with Papakun being so much years of experience, going to take the last kick, there was obviously no other outcome than Liberty to win the game. So yes, Liberty deserves it. They were the better team in the second half, and then I think in the penalty shootout they knew what they were about and they had to win, and they did just that.
Well, you cannot get any better summaries, as we've had today from Chris and then also Coach El-Wak Damba. We heard from the players and the coaches and all the people, the key stakeholders. Kwesi Appiah, the Black Stars coach, was also in the stands. Maxwell Kunedu, the writer himself, Kobnai Boy, everybody was here to witness this game, and I hope the story continues as far as the MTN FA Cup is concerned. Round of 64 a broadcast brought to you by Star Times. They are the official broadcast, broadcaster for the MTN FA Cup. On behalf of the crew, everybody here on the ground who made this production a massive success, we say bye for now.
MTN, everywhere you go.
TV Inter Allies versus Liberty Professional, and on Sunday, Heart of Folk versus FC Marine. Yes, this is the only tournament in Ghana that pitches the Premier League, the first and second division teams into battle. Obianyo Bia. The MTN FA Cup is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Star Times and proudly sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. The 2016-2017 MTN FA Cup. Obianyo Bia. The 2016-2017 edition of the MTN